everybody, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel, whichever one most appropriately fits. I do appreciate it. It's good to see you. Welcome in. The water's fine. Today I want to talk about a book from Midworld Press, a publisher that I'm not too familiar with. I have one book from these fine folks, and it is Those Across the River. I included this in a book haul video because it's a book that's been out for a long time it's been out for a while anyway, by Christopher Buehlman. I figured a book unboxing for a book that's been out for a while might not be important, but anyway, it's a fine edition, and it made me want to get some more stuff, not only from the author, but from this publisher. Take a good look, folks. Midworld Press. I like it. I'll take this dust jacket off real quick and just show you what it looks like before we move on. I'm doing an unboxing for another book from the author and from the publisher. But this is, see that nice glittery cover? The hot foil stamp design just looks great with or without the dust jacket. This book came with interior illustrations, signed and limited, 350 of 500 copies. And they said they would match my Christopher Buehlman books. I've got two more. I got one more in a box here. We'll see what number it is. And I got one more coming. We'll talk about those in a minute. But a phenomenal book from a phenomenal publisher. Awesome. Good enough that I wanted to keep on going and see what else I can spring. So I ordered a book from them by Christopher Buehlman called Between Two Fires. And I also ordered another book from them called The Black Tongue Thief. That one was $100. So again, the price is staying good, and the quality, at least for the one I got, is nice. I want to take a look here. I also ordered another one by Glenn Cook called Black Company. That one sold out. I think it was $90. It's hard to keep all these prices clear. But what I want to do is open this mother up and take a look. This one came in the mail. I think it's been a couple days. But I was out of town, and I've been busy, and I'm glad to finally get the chance to open it up and see what it is. Hopefully, I showed you the other one was number 350. Hopefully this one is matched. I did request matching numbers. I didn't know. You don't know. If you don't ask for it, how do you know that they're going to do it? So I don't like to assume. I did request it, and I think my request was accepted. I don't know. So this one, Midworld Press, sent by Travis Dunn. I think he told me done deal, but we'll see anyway. And by the time this video is done, you'll be done with me probably. No, I'm just kidding. But making a mess. Look at all this junk falling out. I need to figure out a way when I pull these books out that I don't have to clean up a mess. Got any ideas? I don't know. Maybe I just stop whining. But good packaging. A big box, oversized, stuffed full of stuff. And then the book is in a bubble mailer. So Midworld Press does this stuff right. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a publisher that does not take care of my junk, getting it to me in good shape, taking the effort to try to keep it protected, because as you saw with that box, they can take a little bit of damage along the way. If you hear some noise in the background, it's my girl Blue, Lady Great Dane, shaking her head, wanting to know what's going on in here, probably. But let's see, do I owe? I don't owe. $75 for Between Two Fires. Is that what I told you? Artwork for Between Two Fires is by one of my very favorite artists. I'm excited to be able to have it. Francois Valancourt. I know when I see that name on anything, I'm going to like what I get. And this book looks nice. The dust jacket, there's the back. We'll take it off in a second. But the texture, let's see if we can see how that goes. It's a flat, kind of a flat look, feel, and it's got a bit of a almost sticky, not sticky, but traction-y, as though it was coated in rubber or something. Is kind of how it feels. So it's really cool, and I do like it. So Midworld Press, Francois Valancourt, hooking a brother up. Let's take this dust jacket off, take a look at it, and then I'll show you some cool stuff I'm looking at here. $75 for a book like this. I'm already thinking I got my money's worth. But look at that artwork. Just terrific. I do love it. already, and I haven't even got it open. And here's why. When I look at this book, look at the cloth boards, but look there, embossed design on the cover, stamped, whatever you might call that term. But cool additions. They're putting effort into this quality. And the cloth boards, it reminds me, it feels a lot like what I would expect from Subterranean Press, SST, Suntup's Artist Editions, just that kind of stuff. Good, high quality, but the price is nice. And foil stamped on the spine, Between Two Fires, Christopher Buehlman, and Midworld Press. So I'm really happy with what I got, and I haven't even cracked the book yet. Let's crack the book. Solid colored end papers. What else? What else? And a signature page. Wow, kind of a cool looking signature page. This is copy 350 of 500. So they did hook a brother up in terms of matching my number anyway. And there's our signature page. Kind of neat looking. Extra little designs on there. It's glossy, shiny. See that? How can you see that? There you go. Shiny, glossy. I dig it. This edition of Between Two Fires is signed by the author and limited to 500 hand-numbered copies, signed by Christopher Buehlman. And I believe I read Francois Valancourt did the dust jacket illustration. I believe I read that there were 4 interior illustrations in here. So let's open up, take a look, and see what it looks like. I want to see him. I haven't seen him. I have no idea what these pictures look like, and I found it. I just got to get it out. And what would you expect? It's Francois Valancourt. What would you expect? Phenomenal. Read my lips. Phenomenal. Oh, just terrific. I love this stuff. And when Francois Valancourt's making pictures, I always like them. And I know I'm going to like them before I even look at them. This case is exactly proof of that. Exactly. So there's more of our interior illustrations. I believe I read there were 4, which means if I do the math correctly, and I'm straining the brain to do so, there should be 2 more. Man, awesome. Just awesome. I gotta come up with superlatives because it is just super. Cover your eyes, darling. Man, it looks good. I love this artwork. I love this book. I'm a fan. So this is only the 2nd Midworld Press book in my collection, and I do truly like it. Now, a lot of folks want to know what does it look like, what I'm going to read. And I didn't tell you, but there's 2 colors right there in that page. But that's what our text looks like. That's what the font looks like. I don't know. I didn't look to see what it was, but it's kind of a fancy looking font. It doesn't look like it would give me any issues reading it, or I can't imagine it would play with the brain while you're reading it. But the paper is a little bit creamy colored. It's not really bright white. The text size is not large, but it's not small either. So it should be fine for those of you who care about such things. I do have people asking. And I really like it. I can think of no more lies to tell. Because I'm not that smart. Actually, that was nothing. I mess up all the time. Wait until you see what I'm going to do next. There's a couple more things that I probably should have shown you that I didn't. You'll notice this book's really shiny. I already put a Brodart dust jacket protector on it. That didn't come that way, and it wasn't like that just a second ago when you were looking. But I like the way they protect my dust jackets and keep them in good shape a long time. This ain't no commercial for Brodart. What I wanted to show you was right here. Look, we got a Smith sewn binding and a built-in ribbon page marker. Don't you think that's a feature that I should have mentioned, and I just got carried away running my mouth, and I forgot to mention those things. So, tip of the top, cream of the crop, Midworld Press is doing the thing. I really like this stuff. Back to our regularly scheduled program. And I can't think of a single bad thing to say. Nothing. The price is right. The quality is high. I've got a signed book, signed by the artist. The interior illustrations are phenomenal. The shipping and packing is great. So what do I think about Midworld Press? You didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I dig it, man. They are now, after 2 books, that's all I got, so it's not a very large sample, but after 2 books, they're in my top tier of books, of book publishers anyway. My top tier of publishers. They do great work, great job. I got a couple more coming. Yeah, I got 2 more pre-ordered coming from them. Can't wait to get them. I'm a Midworld Press customer after 2 books. But both of them have been meet or exceed. Great value for the dollar. I cannot complain. It seems like they've got some good contracts and they're publishing some stuff that I want. Anyway, I can think of no more lies to tell. Thank you for your time. I do appreciate it. If you take a notion, please like and subscribe. The kids say that matters, and I take their word for it because they know this stuff. You want to know about this stuff? Ask the kids. Anyway, say la vie, baby. Doo-doo.